Hi guys, this is Sydney.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Okay, so McDonald's does a special thing seasonally where they have flavored everything, and we just discovered like 2 seconds ago that they have Sakura flavored potatoes, fried potatoes, whatever, and milkshakes. So Sydney is about to show us how to flavor your french fries with cherry blossoms.
Alright guys, so first you take a nice heaping pile of McDonald's medium fries, dump them into a nice small bag, A size or C size, anything will do. Take this lovely Sakura aji, look at that deliciousness.
Wish we had smell-o-vision.
Wish we had smell-o-vision. Sprinkle it casually into the bag like you're not in Japan, but we are, so there's that. Okay, wrap it up so that all the flavor stays in.
Oh man.
Be really obnoxious. This is when McDonald's regrets their decisions.
Look at Savannah go. Oh, they look beautiful. Alright, I'm gonna have
gosh. And so now you have
Oh my gosh, it looks delicious. What?
delicious fries.
Sakura. How's it taste?
They're good.
You like them? Sushi?
I like them.
Yay!
Oh wow! Right? That's
Okay.
really good.
So this tastes amazing.
It's like vanilla with a hint of like the delicious cherry blossom that you smell in Bath
It's
and Body
like
Works.
Sakura. Okay, try it. It's so good, man. Tastes like cherry blossom perfection.
It's only 30 yen extra for the flavoring.
I know, guys, this is amazing. Thank
30
you, Japan.
cents, by the way.
You know, 30 yen. Whatever.
Just yen. I can't
So
flip my
good.
hair.
Oh, she got her haircut. Looks fabulous. Hey guys, my name's Sophia. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Ichigo Knitter. Welcome. If you're new, thanks for stopping by, and if you've seen me before, thanks for watching again. Guys, I wanted to say a huge thank you for anyone who's subscribed or joined the Ravelry group. We now have over 500 subscribers on YouTube and over 200 members of the group. What? That's like insane. I'm really excited. I just thank you so much, everyone. It means so much to me. Just that you're all joining in and having fun. You know, I started this because I wanted to try and do something that would get me more involved in the really fun knitting community and a way to share my love of being here in Japan. I think doing this podcast has honestly made me, I think, enjoy my experience even more than I would have. I think because I've been doing this podcast, I've been seeking out things to do to show you guys, which has really just, I don't know, I feel like it just has made everything even better, and I've had so much fun meeting and talking to everyone online and on Instagram, and it's been a great experience, and, you know, it's been a really fun thing to do with my mom, Saratoga Knitting, as well, you know, because we've been doing this together, and just both of us, I think, have just had a really great experience with the podcast and getting to know everyone, and it's just great. So thank you so much. To do a thank you, I am going to put a new thread up in the Rav group, and I think I will do a giveaway for a pattern of winner's choice for up to the amount of $6 US. I just want you to enter, one entry per person. I think to enter, I'd like you to tell me something that you love and makes you happy every day. You know, I mean, that can be knitting. It could be going for walks. It could be cats with funny hats. I don't care. Anything. And I think I'll let that run until the end of the Cherry Blossom Knit Along. So I think I'll draw for both those at the same time. and I'll have a thread opened when I put this podcast up. So please go enter. Just a big thank you to everyone. It means a lot. You guys are super cool. Yeah. So I've got some tea with me today. I had coffee earlier and I thought probably shouldn't do too much coffee today. Not that I ever do that. No, I do it all the time. So I've got some, I honestly don't know what this tea is. It's Twining's Blender's Choice, but the packaging refuses to tell me what's in it. It's just like a blend of black teas chosen by our finest blenders. And I'm like, okay, so if anyone knows specifically what that means, I would love to know, because I've been really confused. It's great, I've just been really confused. And this tea is perfect for today. It's beautiful outside, weather temperature-wise. It's really nice and warm. Actually, let me check. It's probably about, I would guess about 70, but it could be, I have, no sense of, oh yeah, 73, 73. It's beautiful. However, it is super cloudy today, so I'm sure you can see there's no glare coming out of the windows today. It's pretty gloomy outside. Actually, you want to see? Come on, let's go see Japan. Open up the window. I usually have the windows closed for the most part when I record because sound travels really easily here. People will get annoyed. Check it out. It's pretty cloudy. That's my very exciting view. Ooh, I wish you could feel the breeze. It's beautiful. But, let's see if I can enjoy the view of my hand for a moment, everyone. I know it's thrilling. Ooh. Oh, Badoo. Did it. Woo. Okay. Sorry. Enjoy the palm of my hand for a moment. Oh. Good enough. Oh. Better. There we go. Okay. So, let me close that up again so I don't disturb anyone. So, pretty cloudy, but super nice out. I had the windows open earlier, and I'll probably open them up again after I finish recording. But again, it's like a really big thing here in Japan because the buildings are built so close together. Travel sounds really easily, and neighbors get easily annoyed. Like that when you arrive here, there's signs everywhere that's like, in the dorm, not out, like, in the dorm we have signs that are like, don't play loud music with your windows open, don't talk loudly with your windows open. It's, it's a courtesy because everything is so, as you could see, like, the other Kansai Gaidai dorm was literally right there. That's what that dorm is. It's a courtesy thing, and it's totally cool. It's just, denies me the beautiful air. But that's okay. I'll open it afterwards. But on that weather note, it has been beautiful here in Japan. This past week, it's just been in the 70s. It's been really nice, and I think everyone's been, like, seriously enjoying this weather. I've needed it. Let me tell you, I love the spring. I think 70s is, like, my penultimate favorite temperature range. It's super beautiful out, and the cherry blossoms have all bloomed here in the Kansai region. It is gorgeous. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. And yeah, it was raining yesterday, and but it was actually pretty nice rain, to be honest, which, probably sounds weird, nice rain, but it was just like a light drizzling, which was kind of relaxing when in class, to be honest. Like, in Japanese class, I just kind of, like, I had, like, the perfect view of, I swear I was paying attention in class, Mom. Shh, don't tell my parents. They'll know. I was totally looking outside most of the time at the rain. Whatever. My mom and dad will never find out. It's not like they watch this. They do. Oops. Whatever. Welcome, parents. It's Japan for me watching the rain. So it's been really great lately, which means I haven't done a super uber amount of crafting. I have done some. I did not get any crochet squares done this week. I've kind of been in, like, a knitting mood this week. Like, knitting dake. Just knitting. Dake is Japanese for just. Sorry. really hard to go back home because all of us here, all of the international students, we all speak in like a menagerie of English and Japanese. So like it's just a mess of greatness. Like we do a lot of ikinari laundry, which ikinari means suddenly. We'll just be like it's really nerdy, but we're all nerds and it's great. So we do a lot of mixing of the two languages, and that's going to be really hard to transition. Especially, the biggest thing, I think, sorry, my hair is like a mess. I literally just blow dried it, and I keep touching it, sorry. I'm a squirrel all over the place. Anyways, one of the biggest things that I think is going to be hard for me language-wise is the word genki. Now, the word genki, it's so weird to translate because it does mean, it means like, oh, I'm good, or, you know, feeling good or whatever, but it implies a lot more than that, and so it's hard to describe just like, oh, dude, like, when we're speaking, you know, in our messed up way, we're like, dude, my genki levels are so down today, it's hard to encapture in English the full extent of what genki can be. It's like such a useful word, and it's just, we're all just like, because I want to be like, I'm so genki, like, you don't understand, like, I'm gonna have a hard transition. A lot of my friends and I have been talking about how we're gonna have a hard time, like, who are we gonna make nerdy Japanese jokes with? Nobody else knows the language. So, yeah, you know you're a language major when that's your biggest concern. Anyways, on to the knitting. That was my beginning conversation. So I think I'll start with FOs. I do have a finished object this week. I think I was working on it last time, right? Yes, maybe. Yes. And this is my crazy finished object. Hold it up for you. Super long. Woohoo! Now this was a super fun knit. Like, the color is just, oh, I love it. I love it so much. It's all red, white, and blue. It's great. This is knit out of Gnome Acres fingering weight yarn in the Captain America colorway. Hoo-hoo-hoo. And the pattern I used was Copilot, and let me tell you who designed it, because that is más importante. It was designed by Dominique Trad, so it's a really fun pattern. If you're looking for a cowl pattern for fingering weight yarn, I highly suggest this. Now, if you're like, whoa, that's kind of skinny, yeah, the pattern is actually written for a third repeat, but I was concerned about the amount of yarn I had, and being honest, I wanted to make sure I had enough left over for a square and a granny square, so kind of stopped it here. Because I did that, this as a cowl isn't the best, but what is great to do it when you only do 2 repeats of it, as I did because I'm lazy, it becomes an awesome scarf. What do you think? It's kind of like, yeah, so that's what I've decided. This is how I will be wearing this. I really love it. But, you know, if you do it the full 3 repeats, it'll be super good as a cowl. But because I'm a derpsicle and I prioritize my scraps, because I'm a weirdo, whatever, I only did 2. But I love it anyways. It's super squishy. The pattern, super easy to memorize. Amazing. Love it. Go check it out. Woohoo. So that is Sophia's one finished object of the week. Fold that back up. Take a sip of tea in my mystery flavor of Blender's Choice black teas. At least I know it's black tea. I don't know what's in it though, dude. Like, mysteries of life. Oh, that's good. So let's see what I'm working on. Whip numero uno. So this morning I cast on, well, actually last night I cast on a new square, but I was working on it today. So I'll show you that because, you know, it's the only square I have worked on since last time. It's all squished. That's what it looks like at the moment. Now I do, as I'm sure you've noticed, my squares double the size that most people do them. The actual size is usually 16 by 16, but because I'm crazy and I have a ton of scraps and I don't even know, I doubled that. So I do 32 by 32. So these squares are not only huge, but they take a lot longer than the normal 16 by 16 ones. So these are like, and then each of these squares is like an entire evening's worth of work. Did I just say work of work? I did just say work of work. Worth of work. Woohoo! So yeah, my squares take significantly longer than the usual size squares, which for me is cool because I like using up more of my scraps because, as I think I've mentioned before, as I babble constantly, I have a lot more scraps than I would expect with my giant feet when I knit socks. Probably because I don't knit the legs beyond, like, you know how like if you fold over a sock, I don't knit the leg beyond where the toe increases end. If that makes sense and crazy everything. But because of that, I have a lot of scrap yarn left over, and I want this to be a really big blanket. And so, in order to optimize Sophia's immense amount of scraps, I decided to double the pattern. Oh man, I have so many ends. I'm so bad. But yeah, but I personally, for me, I think I love it this way. I don't know if I would have the patience to do it the smaller size, which sounds weird because this takes forever. But I think for me, this is like the way to go. When I started back last summer, I honestly don't remember when I started this. I'd have to check my Ravelry page. Weird. Whenever in the universe I started this, I did start by doing the 16 by 16 squares, and I did a couple of those, and they were all right. I think the biggest problem was I was using metal needles instead of these wood ones, so it was very slippery, and that was really frustrating me with the small amount of stitches. So I think I then kind of was like, this is going to take a really long time, and to be honest, I am impatient. Like, for the fact that I'm knitting a scrap blanket that's going to take me forever, it eases my mind to know that each square takes up a bigger amount of space. If that seems logical at all. Whatever. Excuse the amount of whatevers I'm using. I swear I'm not a 13-year-old girl, Dad. I swear I'm not. That used to drive him crazy when I was a teenager. Like, I wasn't any kind of like, I'm a teenager. I think I was just as doofy as I am now. It's just college has allowed me to be significantly doofier, if that's even possible, but it is college. But whatever, it was like one of my words of choice, but I wasn't like, whatever. I don't even know what context I used it in, but I know it was a significant part of my vocabulary, and it drove my dad up a wall. So that was the extent of my teenage sass, was the word whatever. I was such a, like, boring teenager. Like, I didn't have any of those, like, oh my god, parents, I'm a teenager. I was just like, oh my god, I need to go to the library and get another book. That was, yeah, I read a lot. High school. Good days. Not good days. I'd never go back to high school. College is way more fun. Anyways, Sophia's life story. Yay! So yeah, that's the explanation of why on earth this is giant. But I love it. It's growing. It's really fun. I'm sure it will grow a lot more when I get back home and I have free, like my hat, free casual access to all of my yarn. Oh, do you guys like that? Does my hair look fabulous? Ooh. Yeah, whatever. My life. Okay, so that is work number 1. Work in progress number 2 is brand new. Yay! I love this bag. I got this bag at Rhinebeck 2 years ago because I was in Japan last year. Bummer. I am so excited for Rhinebeck this year, guys. Oh, so excited. Tangent again. Anyways, I got this bag 2 years ago at Rhinebeck. This is from the 3 Bags Full on Etsy. I love the bag. I had to get it because it's covered in cats, and I love cats. way too much. Like, seriously, too much. Anyways, this bag's my Rhinebeck bag. I love it. But in my Rhinebeck bag, I have, bam, a sock. I haven't knit one in so long. To be honest, this might be, and don't hold me to it because who knows, I have 2 months left here in Japan, and this will probably be my last big project while here because, you know, things are going to get really crazy soon, and I think, you know, going back to America is coming back a lot faster than I realized. This semester has literally flown. So I think because I'll probably be focusing more on my scraps, and I don't want to buy more yarn because, you know, with the time left, I'd probably have to pack it all, and I just don't want to take up that space and everything. So I think because I've got 2 months left, this will probably be my last, like, big project because I'm kind of taking this slow. Usually I knit socks in class, and that's why I can kind of plow through them. But I'm not doing that because my classes are, like, really information intensive this semester, which is so great. I love them. But, so they're super engaging. Like, they're, like, I'm honestly, like, taking lots of really good notes. Not that I don't pay attention to my other classes. I do, but these ones are the kind that I can't just file away in memory. I really want to take notes because the information is just, they're just great classes. Like, I think I got really lucky. So I'm just going to be knitting this here in the dorm whenever the knitting bug hits. And so yeah. Anyways, this is yarn that I brought with me from America when I came here last August. That was forever ago. It's Desert Vista Dye Works in the Summer Berries colorway. I actually won this yarn. I think I won it. I entered a pair of socks in last summer. She did a Halloween in, it was either June or July, contest, and so you had to knit a pair of, she released all of her Halloween colorways, and for June or July, whichever, it was a J month, I don't know, man. It was really fun though. And so I knit a pair of socks in her Somebody Goes Boo colorway, and I won. And so I actually, for the skein, my winning skein, I chose the Zombody Doodle Dandy, but because she's amazing, she also sent me this skein as well, which I was jumping up and down and screaming really excited like a little kid on Christmas. It was excellent. So, I caked this up before I came here. That's why it's in cake form and not one of my really weird hand-wound balls that I don't do very well. But, yeah, I've had this wound up since last August, so it was time. And so here's the sock. Sock number 1. Ooh, It's been a while since I've done a pattern sock, and I kind of decided, you know what? I want to do a pattern sock again. Usually I'm kind of a vanilla sock knitter, but again, I think that's because I usually knit socks in class, and I want to just be able to go and not have to think about the sock. But because I'm not, and I haven't knit a sock in such a long time, I decided to do a pattern. This is the Atlantic Current sock pattern. Let me tell you, sorry guys, I didn't write anything down today, but I have Ravelry up on my phone. It's by Melissa Sibley, and I was inspired to knit these because Little Bobbins, Danny, was knitting them, and I thought they were super fresh, so I decided to knit them up as well, and I'm loving it. It's such an easy pattern, great, super fun, easy to memorize, good, like, vanilla latte kind of sock knitting. It's great, but yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. So that's that. I think, to be honest, I'm going to go crazy this time. I don't usually do this, but I think I might let myself just continue knitting this and not worry about the stripes. Usually I will, before I do the heel, cut it and start from the other end of the ball and knit the heels and then cut again and go back to knitting the original so that I don't break up the stripes. But it's more, alright, it's because I'm lazy, let's be honest. It's more ends, and you know, I think it'd be fun to just kind of let go and be like, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to let this yarn do what it wants. So I think that might happen. So we'll see. I think. It's my plan. We'll see if I go through with it. But that is all I'm working on right now, and I'm really enjoying it. I can put it in the bag. Let's see. More tea. Okay, so let's move on to other crazy things. I talked a lot last week about KitKats here in Japan. Well, I got some more. Can't stop me. I went, and because I'm pretty sure I have an addiction to the apple pie KitKats, I had to go back and buy another bag. So here's my new fresh bag full of apple pie KitKats. Oh yeah. I have like, one escaped. Haha. I love these. They're great. Apple pie and a KitKat. But I also got my favorite flavor of KitKats. My friend went on a trip over spring break, and she found them, and she was like, dude, these are your favorite, right? I was like, it's the citrus ones. So these, it might sound crazy, and it is, but it's delicious. I think these are literally my favorite flavor of KitKats here. They literally just taste like citrus perfection. Take one out and show you. So this is what the individual packaging looks like. I'll open it up. Just went flying, guys. Yeah, and it's like a yellowy orange color. Super good. I will be eating that when I finish recording because it's open. I mean, I have to, right? Darn. And yeah, they're literally my favorite. If you ever are in Japan, or if you ever find them online, seriously, try the different flavors of Japanese KitKats. They are great. And I think everybody has a different kind of favorite because it really, obviously depends on your taste. But like for me, the citrus is like perfection. But for my friend, the sweet purple potato is perfection. But I hate the sweet purple potato. So it's not like a universal disgust for one or two flavors. Like everybody has a different love and a different hate when it comes to the Japanese KitKat flavors. And there's so many that like the possibilities are endless. Like it's really exciting to go to the grocery store or to 7-Eleven and find a new flavor and be like, hold up, this is coming home with me. So that has been a great adventure this past year. I think I'm going to go into like KitKat withdrawal when I get back. I don't know if I'll be able to deal with just normal KitKats. How am I supposed to do that, guys? I need my flavored KitKats. Ooh, another thing on the sweets department that my friend brought back for me from her vacation, because she knows I'm crazy, she found Sakura flavored Jelly Bellies. Oh my god. Whew. Dude, they're awesome. Japan, like, literally, if they can put a different kind of flavoring in something, they will. And they do it seasonally, and since right now is the cherry blossom blooming season, Sakura flavored everything! And to give you an idea of Sakura flavoring, it is basically a cherry flavor. Like, that's basically, like, you just open it up and try one. I've had them, but they do taste like. Yeah, it's like a light. It's a cherry flavor. It's really good. It's crazy. I love it because it says it's cherry flavored. Or Sakura, cherry blossom flavored. Because why not, right? Let's just put flavoring in everything. Like you saw at the beginning of this video, I was lucky to consume McDonald's Sakura milkshakes and Sakura French fries because I could. Like, explanation behind that one, I was sitting outside of the cafeteria eating lunch because it was beautiful out with a bunch of my friends, and one of them, she was sitting there and she was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go over to McDonald's and get a Sakura milkshake. And the rest of us just stopped and stared at her. She's like, what? And we were like, what? They have what? And she was like, yeah, I saw a thing on TV for it yesterday. They released it. And we were like, what? And we freaked out and proceeded to run to McDonald's. And when we got there, because it was literally just like 2 seconds from where we were on campus, not only did they have Sakura milkshakes, but we discovered that they had a sign for Sakura flavored french fries. So of course we all bought all of them. Why wouldn't we? It was so good. And like you saw, how they do it is, with the french fries, is that they're just normal McDonald's french fries, but they come with the flavoring packet. And the flavoring packet is where you get the Sakura flavor. And you rip it open and you pour it in the bag and shake it all up. And then you have Sakura flavored french fries. It was awesome. And the milkshake was amazing. I'm probably going to get that again this week. Just saying. Love them. So good. Yeah, I get really excited about the seasonal McDonald's flavored things. Like, honestly, I get excited about that with anything here in Japan. Like, any seasonal flavorings, I am all about that. It's great. I'm going to have a really hard time when that's not around. But, yeah, that's my snacking adventures. Couple more things before I let you go off into the world of real things, besides crazy me talking to you through a screen. Ooh. I babbled on last time about the movie that I saw, Ansatsu Kyoshitsu, Assassination Classroom. Okay, I'm really sorry if I keep touching my hair. I'm just trying to deal with the bangs. I'm really sorry about that. I know it's probably real annoying. But, so I picked up the manga for it. Look at it. But what's great is there's an advertisement on it, so this is what the live action looks like. He's so cute. And then this is what he looks like in the anime. And then this is the cover, the manga. This is volume 1 of Ansatsu Kyoshitsu. You can see they have the hiragana on top for each, which is great for learning. But each book cover of this manga is his face, just like this, except it's a different color, because one of the special things about Koro-sensei is that he, depending on his mood, his face will change colors. And this is just his normal average. He's generally yellow, but if you get him mad or if he's tired or something, his face will change colors. It's really cute, and I love it. And let's see. Excuse me as I look at him. He's so fresh. Yeah. It's awesome. Anyways, really excited about that. Also, big news, guys. So excited. I got tickets to go see a Hanshin Tigers baseball game. So, for those of you that don't know, Japan does baseball bigger and better than America does. So you think America does baseball? No, Japan does baseball. What do I mean? Okay, so here in Japan, like, every player has a song. And when they come up to bat or anything, the fans will sing the song. They will sing all of the songs. They have these big things that they bang together, like, and you have to do it like this. There is a formality to this. You can't not do it right. You've got to do it right if you want to be a real fan. It's intense. And I have wanted to go see a game so badly. And the Hanshin Tigers are the Osaka team. So I'm going to see the Hanshin Tigers baseball game on the 28th. So excited. Is my ticket in here? Yeah, I'm over the moon. I'm going to go buy a jersey to wear because I can't go to the baseball game without a Hanshin Tigers jersey, obviously. So excited. So I can't wait to tell you guys all about that. But that's at the end of this month, which is going to be amazing. Speaking of things going on this month, a week from now, I will totally be in Okinawa. So excited. Oh my goodness, it's going to be great. So, because I'm going to be in Okinawa next weekend, I think there will not be a podcast next week. I'll do one the week after and spam you with all of my Okinawa adventures. I'm so excited. So excited. I have been waiting forever for this trip. It's going to be great. Totally going to be skipping classes. Shh, it's a secret. It's going to be great. I'm just really excited, really looking forward to it. And yeah, so, I forgot to tell you guys. Duh. Sorry, brain all over the place. On the subject of Sakura that I was talking about a few minutes ago, a really popular thing here in Japan is a thing called Hanami, which is the viewing, it's like the viewing of the cherry blossoms, and it's basically Hanami. Traditionally, you go to a park or a temple where all of the cherry blossoms are bloomed, you have a picnic. Usually the generic idea is that you have a picnic and you get drunk under the cherry blossoms. And there's huge Hanami festivals everywhere. So on Thursday, the weather was perfect. Absolutely gorgeous. So my friends and I, real casual, decided, you know what, let's hop on a train, go to Kyoto, get to a temple, go to a Hanami festival. So we did. It was amazing. After class, we all had classes until 3. So at 3, we went to Kyoto, and we went to one of the temples where there was a huge festival. There were street vendors all up and down everywhere. The food was amazing. There was a ton of people and a ton of cherry blossoms. The sakura were gorgeous. I'll stick photos in and miscellaneous videos I took while I was there at the end of this. It was awesome. Like, I just had so much fun and I ate so much food. So good. I was so happy. It was just really cool, and I was really glad I got a chance to do it before this weekend, because unfortunately it's cloudy today, but the forecast is rain is coming, and once that happens, the sakura are pretty much going to be gone. Unfortunately, we're supposed to get a lot of rain. So this was basically the last time to do the Hanami before we lose out on the sakura for the season. They only bloom, they're only around for a couple weeks really, which is kind of a bummer, but because of that, we took advantage of Thursday and went and had a great time. It was awesome. I was really glad I got to experience Hanami. It was just so cool. And yeah, so that was a great time. And that's about all I did this week besides, school and being a derp, as per usual. So, I think that's it for this week. The Sakura, the cherry blossom knit-along, is still running along fantastically. We have 26 super awesome entries so far. Just as a reminder, all you have to do for the knit-along is knit something in a shade of pink or red. One post per entry, but you may enter as many times as you like. The knit-along will run until the end of April. So, is it April? Yeah, it's April. Woo! Time. So the first episode that I do in May, I will announce the winners. So if you haven't joined, you've got plenty of time. Come along in. We have a chat thread going. It's super fun. And yeah, join in. It's fun. Yay, cherry blossoms. Woo! So thank you again, everyone, for watching. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I hope that your coming week is super fun and filled with lots of knitting and good weather. Bye!